What moved you about the book, Shaq?
Oh, personally, speaking for myself, what really moved me about the book was the fact that a young black man could put down on words just how he actually felt. And knowing him, I was really surprised. I ain't gonna lie to you, I was quite taken aback. I didn't know he had those feelings, those emotions. So I ain't gonna lie to you. So y'all can run with that if you want to, but that really impressed me. I mean, just the depth of the thought really moved me.
I actually thought, gee, this guy's got a really great way of handling breakup of relationships. And every time something happens, he writes a poem about it. And he kind of believes it's like a release valve, He doesn't get drunk,
Yeah.
Go out and start carrying on.
And also, I can relate to some of it because I had the same thing happen to me. It took him 3 years. It took me 17 years to get over it. It may sound funny, but I'm saying, it really did. It took 17 years to get out my head. I mean, and I can relate to that. And I knew I'd done the wrong thing, but I think we've all been that route.
Well, for me, I guess mine was twofold. Being his running buddy, hanging, knowing about the various different people he's dated, and going through the heartbreak with him. Then seeing it come out of a book. And his book is calm. There's no anger, there's he's like, his ability to distance himself from his personal life. That impressed me. Me and him we have similar experiences. Like the first couple of pages where he talked about his 4-month relationship, all that stuff fazed me because I went through that right after he put his book out. So a lot of it just kind of touched me, and it's the sincerity of it. He didn't embellish. This is the way it happened. This is how I dealt with it. This is how I felt.
I guess kind of like, same amount of taste having Zach for 10, 12 years, something like that.
12, 89,
Yeah,
13.
It's been a minute. So, from first meeting Zach, like everyone else met Zach initially, didn't like him. What? And just the boisterousness of him and knowing his personality when dealing with boards, but yet seeing the other side of him being emotionally honest. And us as brothers, we know we ain't always the most emotionally honest folks when it comes down to it, especially to the sisters we love. But for him to actually put it down on paper, put ourselves out there, like, yeah, we feel for you and we hurt, So that really got to me. I'm like, yo, Zach, come on, put some of that away. Sisters don't need to know everything. But I did appreciate it greatly, the offering.
Well, for myself, once again, Zach has proven to be a very complex, very deep person. I think the book was probably rather cathartic for him, letting him put his feelings out there. More than I would have ever done myself, but I'm impressed by it.
In fact, there's a couple of things that you hit upon that I was thinking too when I was reading the book. It's almost like I'm saying, he ain't supposed to be telling this about this is the way we feel, but he ain't supposed to be doing it.
Like he let the secrets of the boys come out.
Right.
Yeah.
They're wrong.
No, but that is something. Feelings that close to you, that complex, that intimate, is hard enough to reveal to one other person, but to write an actual book about it and put it there for the world to see, that's an accomplishment. Most people can't do that.
You have to think about now, like when you meet girls who have read his book, women who have read his book, and they know you personally, they're going to be wondering, are you thinking the same things that he's saying in his book? And looking for you to express those things in that way. And I just said to myself, he's putting all this stuff out there.